What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are working on the front end. What I want to get done today is I want to get the front subframe out down to bare bones so I can address any issues, buy new parts if I need to, and also weld on some of the reinforcement plates that I have up in the cabinets over there. So looking at where we're at starting, we have engine mounts still on, steering shaft still connected, all the power steering still connected, as well as shocks, hubs, arms, everything on both sides. So that's all got to come out. And one thing I knew when I bought the car, don't know how I'm going to address it. I don't have the rear mounts, the bolts pulled through for my sway bar. So I'm going to get this bar out, get all this stuff taken apart, and I don't exactly know what I'm going to do yet. I have zero knowledge of what the difference is of running with or without front sway bar. I know you could change shock stiffness, all that kind of stuff. I have zero experience with it. I'm probably going to run this car. I've seen a couple people run without a front sway bar in E36. I don't know if I should run with a rear bar or anything. I would love to see some comments, see if people have any feedback on that. But for right now, I want to get everything taken apart, put back what I can, and then if I really think I need a sway bar, I'll address it at that time. Or if someone can comment and say, what's an easy fix? Is it just weld on a plate, or is it cut off and replace that whole pocket? I've seen the things you can get online, but for right now, no. So let's get into it. Let's start the time lapse and see what progress we can make tonight. So that time lapse, it was like 40 minutes long. We'll see what I included actually in this. I'm kind of defeated right now. I smashed my thumb pretty bad. That sucks. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Woo, there it is. My subframe bolts are not loosening. So you'll see in that last clip, I pretty much stopped. I was defeated. I didn't want to continue talking about what was going on. So let's kind of recap what I was working on, what you kind of saw in the time lapse, and then what's happened since I've been out here before I picked up the camera. And also, I got my earbuds in. I want to know if the sound quality is better, so I'm trying this out, see if it picks up better. It's not so echoey in the garage and stuff. So I'll turn you around. You'll see things have changed. Subframe is completely out. I ended up taking the arms, the shocks, everything off before I went back in. I was having the arm, everything was just in the way. So I pulled it out and gave myself access to 2 bolts that were super stubborn. And then I'll kind of show you what's happened since. So the front bolt on this side, which see if I can get it to focus, had all that happening. I don't know what kind of cross-threading issues going on here, and I'm scared to see what that thread looks like in the wheel well. And then the other bolt, unfortunately, fucking snapped. If we go looking at the frame rail, it's pretty close to the end, but for how tough it was to crank on with the breaker bar, I'm gonna try doing some sort of thread extractor, broken bolt extractor. I'm gonna try. I just don't know. I don't think that's gonna be enough. So we'll see. I'm gonna try my best and go from there. But everything else is pretty much out. I got the sway bar off. You can see we're missing a stud here. The same thing on this end. The frame rails, they do look pretty straight. I'm not too concerned. I don't know what kind of wreck these were in, or I don't know what kind of wreck the car was in initially, but I don't think we have too many bends. But I wanted to grab the straight, the level, kind of see. This side's pretty good. Switch hands. This side, yeah, I think we're good on I think the frame rails are good. I don't know. The bolts kind of did feel like they were bent a little bit, so I don't know what kind of hit this car took or what went through. Maybe tweaked the subframe a little bit and bent those 2 bolts. I don't know. But it's out. Kind of the next steps. I've got to get a bolt extractor. I've never had luck with trying to use those, but we'll take it from there. For the subframe, oh, left my screwdriver in there. I'm going to strip this completely down, and I want to clean the entire subframe and put that back together. See what I can do with that and go from there. But in here, ABS module's got to come out. I'm working on fitting out what fittings I need to redo the rear line. with my inline handbrake, I don't need the line that's under the car. I just need to plumb it into the cab. And then I got the chase bays inline setup, so I'll run those lines to the rear and drop and put a holes to the wall there, to the floor there. So otherwise I'll probably try and get all this matting and sow denting, heat shield, all that crap out. We'll be leaving this. The power module wipers will stay. I'll probably take that steering arm off and get something slim for the LS swap. Calipers, I probably will be taking those off and trying to do a scuff and clean them up and paint them red or silver or something from there. So I created a mess out here. I'm a little kind of even with the last clip, even if I look the same from earlier in this week. Defeated. I'm a little defeated with this project at this point. By no means giving up, but that is an unforeseen hurdle that I don't want to deal with, but it's the only way to keep moving forward. So we'll go from there. I'm going to cut this clip here and see what I want to keep doing tonight. This is kind of a shitty situation, and it's a Friday night. It's 11 degrees out in Minnesota. My garage I should get a thermometer out here just so you guys can think you feel like what I'm feeling right now, but go from there. So I don't want to leave this video on a sad note. I kind of took a few minutes, cleaned up everything, put out all the hardware from the front end, kind of helped me organize, gotta organize, whatever. This is just gonna be a part of the project. I texted some people. I have some really good friends and family that have a lot of experience with all sorts of stuff, and just by reaching out in the last 10-20 minutes, I got a lot of feedback, a lot of encouragement. So I want to leave this video on a positive note. I'm excited to keep this project going. No way is breaking this bolt gonna tell me to sell this thing and fucking move on. No way. I have so much passion to get this thing done and on the road, on the track. We'll keep going. And if I can't get an extractor to work, I'm probably just going to drill and retap and go from there. We'll get there. And there's so many other things I can keep doing while I struggle with that little thing. So, that's that. I don't know how long this video is going to be. We'll just keep going. And I'm excited to keep coming out here, even if it's going to be in the negative weather for the next forever. I don't know, this week's going to be a tundra. So, I don't know how many people are going to make it to the end of this video, but I want to keep positivity. I want to be able to show everybody that you just got to keep working through your projects, reach out to the community that you've made, and get it done. This car will be on the road as soon as I can make it. So thank you. Have a good night.